One of our best players, Queensland's fullback, Kalyn Ponga, has got a Lisfranc injury.
Yeah.
And we'll keep him out of football for a long time. Can you explain to our listeners what it is? We hear about it a lot, but it's one of those mystery ones.
Yeah. I haven't really seen the specifics of him, but there's usually two things it'll be. It'll either be the Lisfranc's ligament, so that's between the first and second metatarsals. So the metatarsals are the long bones that sit behind your toes, and they attach to the tarsals, which are the little, you think of them like a little Rubik's Cube or little square bones up in the foot.
Yep.
So usually you do a Lisfranc's fracture, which is where the metatarsals attach to the tarsals, and the treatment for them is usually, if it's usually displaced, they have real sort of guidelines where if it's more than 2 millimeters and the fracture's moved or displaced more than 2 mils, they go in for surgery. If not, they can cast him for 6 weeks. That's again, I haven't actually seen the x-rays or anything on Kalyn, but yeah, it's a nasty injury. And it usually comes about because if you think of the arch of the foot like an igloo, like the Eskimo igloos there, it's all the bones support and they hold their own structure. So imagine if you drop a weight on the top of that igloo and you break the top of it, that's what you've done. You're collapsing that arch and it actually breaks through the top of the foot. So it's a really nasty one. So anytime you bear weight on it, all the weight goes through where he's probably fractured that joint.
Tap now to try Australia's most comfortable work boots.